Hey everyone, welcome back to another Alliance War video. This is just going to be a collection of some of the more interesting fights from the last 3 wars of this season. Not too much happened, and I'm kind of behind on videos anyway, so this is just how I wanted to do this format. So the bigger, more important news is that LVT finally got War Champ. We finally won, and I'm just going to be, for the most part in this video, giving my thoughts on the season, the accomplishment, and, where I'm at with the game right now. I might comment a little bit on the fights that are happening here. In fact, these first two are bangers as well, because I almost die here, and then, spoiler, I do die in my next fight. Finally ended up getting that 100 fight deathless streak in this meta, but I ended it in one of the stupidest ways I can imagine, and you'll get to see that later on. But yeah, just enjoy this Valkyrie fight for a little bit here as I, try not to make mistakes, but inevitably end up doing so. Okay, so yeah, we got War Champ. It was it's something that LVT has been working on for a long time. The Alliance was founded with this as the goal. It was to bring together a collection of people where war was the main focus. We're not worried about AQ. We're not worried about BGs. It is be the best in the world at Alliance War. And it was a long time coming. We've gotten podium many times, but never that #1 spot. And we were finally able to break that barrier this season. It came in a weird circumstance. Basically, TCN were the front runners this entire season. We actually, I think we lost to them as well this season. It was one of our 2 losses. The other war that we lost was this one against GT, which was such a very unfortunate loss because neither alliance played super well. We definitely had the capability of winning this war, and GT was not in their prime this season. They struggled. I think they lost 4 wars, which is an insane record for them. So this was like the season to beat them, and we weren't able to capitalize on that. Unlucky, but oh yeah, real quick, I'll touch on this fight. I die here because I didn't apply my cold snap pre-fight. Just the dumbest way. Just the dumbest way to die. And that's all I'm gonna say about this fight. You can watch it. I'm still kind of upset about it, but yeah, that's what happened. So yeah, it ended up though that TCN, they had I don't know all of the details. The only thing I know for certain is that there was one player who was having some difficulty getting into a war against New Nation, and that account was piloted by someone else right at the end in order for them to clear and win that war, and that ended up costing them War Champ because they ended up getting docked by Kabam. I don't know if that was the only instance of piloting that happened, but that one for sure happened, and I hate it for a couple people in TCN that I know, and I think they're great players, and I think they're clean players. But at the same time, TCN has this, they have a reputation, and this is not the first time that they've been caught doing this. It probably won't be the last time. And yeah, they got nuked all the way to Plat 3. And I think that was Kabam's way of sending a message of saying, they're tired of the piloting. Hopefully, that's my hope moving forward, that we can just, everyone plays their own account. That's what we do. And, we're playing a video game here. Doesn't make any sense to not play the video game in order to get rewards for it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, so they ended up getting docked, which put the battle for War Champ between us and New Nation. New Nation had an incredible season this go round. We ended up barely beating them in our meeting, and they kept their deaths super, super low. I think us and New Nation, by the end of the season, had the 2nd and 3rd lowest death count in the game, with Salty having the lowest one. It does suck that I think Salty lost 4 wars this season or something like that, but, last season we had a very, very low death count too, and ended up not winning at all. So, it happens. You gotta not die in the important wars, and they were doing that. Well, sort of. They didn't die against us, but tough. Anyways, so yeah, we ended up beating Noon by one death. They died one more time than us, and it ended up being a disconnect in like the very last war. It was a real shame. I hated winning in that way, but at the same time, you know, we put in the work and we won the wars where it mattered, and we didn't die in the places where it mattered. And you know, I think it's deserved. I think it was earned. You know, we earned this war champ, and I'm very happy with the result of it. Something that does kind of suck is that the greatest accomplishment that I've ever had in the history of the game came during the same season where I think I had the least amount of enjoyment of the game in recent memory. I wasn't really logging into the game to do anything other than war, which, you know, happens from time to time, but even with war, this meta wasn't enjoyable. There was a lot of stress to not die, especially with the streak that I had, and you know, the expectations of the season added with, you know, it's just a boring tactic. And also with LVT, vibes were just off this season. There was a lot of drama going on from a lot of different sources, and our leader Lizer, fantastic leader, best leader in the history of the game. She was busy with a lot of real life stuff, and I took it upon myself to sort of be the mediator and the peacemaker for a lot of these drama fueled incidents that happened in the Alliance this season, and it heavily contributed to my burnout. That's why this video is so late, actually, because at the end of it all, it never really sunk in, the monumental accomplishment of getting War Champ, because it didn't make me as happy as I wanted it to. Mainly because it didn't, I don't know, it was just weird. It was just weird. This whole season was weird, and I didn't have a great time overall with it. At the end, you know, winning War Champ is great, but yeah, just hoping that things can sort of turn around next season and I can, you know, enjoy the game a bit more today. I forgot how poorly I started this fight against this Enchantress. I guess that's why I put it in the video, huh? Anyways, I'm not sure exactly what fights are happening out of this. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about, but one thing I will say, what sort of brought me to finally make this video today is there was someone in one of Tom's BG streams that said that I was their favorite MCOC content creator and was talking and like giving me compliments. So shout out JJJJ9 MCOC in Book of Vishanti. You know, thanks for being a supporter of the channel and being a fan. I appreciate that a lot, and yeah, you're the reason I'm making this video right now. It maybe would have gotten made eventually, but I decided I'd get off my lazy ass and finally put up some content about, you know, winning War Champ. I shouldn't need any external motivation to do that, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Yeah, I think this is the last fight I put down for this video. Maybe there's one more, I don't know. Yeah, had a lot of fun with Luke Cage this season, at least. You know, he's actually kind of fun to play. I don't know, very tanky. I wish he was awakened. As much as I clown on his sig ability only costing 10k loyalty with an invuln boost, it is kind of nice to not have to use that and to always have that safety net. But yeah, just those are my general thoughts on this season as a whole, and you know, hoping, you know, the map change is happening, you know, in this next season, so that should be cool. I think a lot more people are going to be dying, which is better in my opinion. It puts less stress on every fight. Like, yes, it's easier to die, but you also don't feel as bad when you do it if the map is harder and everything is new. The tactic looks to be pretty easy too. I can see of a few interactions that can maybe get a little sketchy, but for the most part, it's going to be the new map and everything. All right, so here are the rewards for War Champ. This is right before they got buffs, but yeah, I finally get that nice little title there, and yeah, some decent rewards for what we did. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. Oh yeah, relic shards, whoever uses those. I feel like I got maybe some decent openings from this too. It's been a minute, so I can't really remember. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. And yeah, I guess I'll see y'all next season. Bye.